As designers and engineers, we're always looking for the next shortcut to success. SolidWorks PDM provides a direct route to managing your CAD data and design files easily and securely. Now, we understand that taking on new software can be daunting, so we're here to make your life easier with these 10 simple tips. At number 10, we have a double whammy. When working in SolidWorks PDM, the preview tabs can help provide much needed information about a file, including a full eDrawings view. You'll want to make sure that you toggle the card display off in the eDrawings preview by going to Display and turning off the card preview. Now we can expand these preview tabs to full screen to give us a clearer view of a selected tab and its information. We can use this to show the eDrawings preview of a file, or look at the bill of materials for a large assembly. And with full screen, we can see more information easily and quickly. The Contains and Where Used tabs are a great way to see a file's references, and in SolidWorks PDM Professional, we have the ability to view these references in a more graphical way using the Treehouse mode. Treehouse mode shows the references in a graphical hierarchy, allowing users to quickly see where a file is used, or what files are contained inside assemblies and sub-assemblies. A nice quick one here at number 8, but sometimes when navigating through the vault, we may want to quickly jump back towards the top level of the vault. Selecting the PDM blueberry icon allows users to do just that. Regardless of the current location, clicking on the PDM blueberry icon will always take the user back to the root of the local vault view. If you're ever out of office, don't forget to set your presence note. Presence notes can be used in SolidWorks PDM to let colleagues know what you're currently working on, or if you're out of the office on a customer site, or just enjoying your annual leave. Selecting the user icon in the vault view allows users to update their presence note, so the rest of the team knows what they're working on, or where they are. SolidWorks PDM is great at helping with both passive and active communication. In at number 6, notifications in SolidWorks PDM are commonly used to alert people when files have been for checking or approval. But we can also use the notifications to notify ourselves when a file is checked back into PDM by a colleague, or when it reaches a certain workflow state. This can be set up from the Notify options on the Tools menu with a desired file selected. Power up your PDM with a quick comparison of versions within eDrawings. Within the History view for a selected file, clicking the View icon will open the selected version of the file within the history into its associated viewer. Via History, we can compare any open versions of a particular file without having to update the cache. So ultimately, we can open multiple versions of the same file in eDrawings and visually compare them against each other. In SolidWorks PDM Pro, we can run a comparison between multiple versions of the same file within SolidWorks Professional by using the Compare tool, which allows for greater comparison between the different versions. Sharing files between colleagues is something that we will all have to do at some point. After selecting the file in PDM, the Copy Link option allows us to send a link to a colleague via email, add it to a document, or even a field within your ERP or MRP system. Assuming that the user clicking on the link has the PDM client installed and view access to the file the link is pointing to, clicking the link will take them straight to the correct file and version. This is a great feature of SolidWorks PDM Pro. If a file needs to be accessed from multiple different locations, creating duplicate files is never a good idea. By copying and using the Paste Shared option in SolidWorks PDM Pro, this allows us to create a shortcut to the original file in a new location. This will also allow users to access the file from multiple locations, whilst ensuring that no duplicate files are created. It is worth noting though that this should only be used with flat documents and not CAD data. Sometimes users will need to reserve a number, or add a placeholder file until the actual file has been created. Virtual files are a great way to do this in SolidWorks PDM, as the user can define exactly what file format this virtual file should take. Creating a virtual file is as simple as right-clicking and selecting New Virtual File. And once the actual file is available, getting that into the vault is as simple as selecting the Replace command from the right-click menu and browsing to the file outside of the vault, triggering it to be imported at the location defined by the virtual file. This feature is available in both PDM Standard and Professional versions. Before we get onto our number one top tip for SolidWorks PDM, don't forget that with a SolidWorks subscription, you have access to our experienced team of SolidWorks engineers who are on hand to answer your questions and help you get the most out of SolidWorks PDM. Be sure to leave a comment below and let us know what you want to see next. If you enjoyed this video, then be sure to leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more SolidWorks tips, tricks and solutions. But now we've left you wanting long enough. It's time for our number one top tip for SolidWorks PDM to make your life easier. SolidWorks PDM lets you associate files through references, so you can keep track of all of your project data. Using the Paste as Reference option in SolidWorks PDM allows users to link any two files together as a reference. This could be used to link a datasheet to a bought-in component, link an engineering change document to the files undergoing this change, or linking consumables that may not be modelled in CAD to an assembly and show them in the bill of materials. This can be accomplished by copying a file, and provided that the destination file is checked out, we can right-click on the file and select the option Paste as Reference. We can select to include this in the bill of materials, or to simply just add it as a reference. So, there you have it, our top 10 tips for working in SolidWorks PDM. If you need a robust and highly configurable data management solution for your business, then get in touch with our expert SolidWorks PDM consultants to explore your options via the details on screen.